There once was a fearsome monster that was trained by the hand to be a steed for the goblin. However, upon smelling its new master, the monster's mind shattered, and it ran into the unknown, foaming at the mouth and biting the noses off of the stone-faced floor. The time came where the survivors felt ready to confront that which screams in the dark. Fartle Armpit took Shirley Sylvia Chestershire aside to the Lantern Horde to talk about the things she saw when she disappeared, and asked her about the meaning of existence. Chube Riverbong was itching to get back into the fray, which caused a rivalry between him and Charlie Danger. Charlie eventually subsided, and the hunting party consisted of Chube, Creamy Coconut, Wembley Christensen MD, and the freshling, Steve Austin. To protect the new hunter, just like they protect their young, he was adorned in the settlement's brand new set of rawhide gear. Wembley decided to try the catgut bow, becoming the first ranger. Together, they set out and followed the screams. The group found themselves in a ravine, when suddenly the sounds of unnumbered hooves grew louder and louder, heading right for them. A stampede of the new beasts. They managed to duck into the shadows as the beasts ran past them, but upon looking at the creature that spooked the creatures to begin with, they were all stricken with madness. Wembley saw visions of a man in a hood. This man opened Wembley's third eye. Unfortunately, all of this was inside Wembley's mind. To the rest of the group, it looked like he just gouged his own eyeball out, becoming the first half-blind ranger. Regardless, Wembley said this man made him see the truth, and that he felt more courageous and strong as a result, and he found battle sweet. The rest of the group vowed to strike the memory of the creature they saw from their minds. The hunters smelled it before they saw it. Putrid tunnels leading into dark caves. The group wanted to stay away, but Wembley volunteered to investigate thanks to his newfound courage. What he found was a group of survivors all living in filth, all mad. They gave Wembley leprosy, making him the first half-blind ranger with leprosy. The group kept a social distance away from him and pressed onward. That's when Creamy's eyes lit up, for they had stumbled upon the vomit pits. Creamy immediately jumped into the pits. She was having a blast. Steve Austin decided to try and investigate, and ended up vomiting from the smell and hurting his brain. The hunters found their quarry, a screaming antelope. A horrible creature, part prey animal, part predator. A giant undermaw running up its stomach that can eat a man whole, and tiny arms that spring forth from its underside. Chube mentioned to Steve that directly behind the beast was a good spot to hunt prey, based on how they tackled the white lion. As they approached carefully from both sides, the beast kicked backwards with a powerful thrust they felt from a distance away. This caused the hunters to pause and immediately rethink their strategy. They struck its sides, keeping away from its powerful hooves and its ability to trample them. The creature ran circles around them. It was a fast and agile beast. A beast with a horrifying trick up its sleeve, for as Steve managed to get a great hit on it, the antelope jumped straight up into the air with a horrifying scream from its undermaw, knocking him away and hurting his already bruised brain. It then screeched as it performed a wailing slide around on the stone-faced floor using its underhands and teeth. A horrifying display that mentally scarred the hunters. Despite Wembley's blind, leprotic, weak body, he managed to get a few hits in with his catgut bow. In the end, after a harsh, exhausting battle, Steve Austin landed a final critical blow to the beast's neck, ending its scream once and for all. Returning to the settlement, the hunters found that in the absence of their savior and their town elder, the people had decided to all each form their own language. Wembley decided it was time again to become the voice of reason. "Friends, listen, please! We must all come to a consensus. Language is important. We can't treat it so recklessly." "Alright then, what language do you propose?" "The one our elder invented, of course. The Queen's flatulence." "Oh, I hate that one. It just sounds like a bunch of butt noises." "You sound like a bunch of butt noises." "No, you do. I propose we switch to Burp Latin." This led to a large argument in the settlement. That's when Charlie Danger approached Creamy Coconut and Steve Austin. He asked, where could his rival, Chube Riverbong, had gone? The two hunters turned and noticed that Chube was missing. He had been with them on the way home. Where could he have gone? Time had passed. The settlement grew. A stone circle was invented to make parts out of the screaming antelope. But Chube never returned. Until one day, when he did.